The Ravens.
Yeah.
Cheesy. Anyway, we'll move on from that.
It's the town.
It's a safe town. I like walking around.
Oh, it's fantastic, especially once you move like 3 feet away from the stadium.
Any game standing out to you, sir?
I tell you, I think especially from an offensive stand, it's going to be fun to watch to see what happens with the Philly-Carolina game. Carolina's fun to watch right now.
They are Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah.
Or would you like to call him Chubba?
Chubba Wubba.
Chubba Wubba.
He gets back. He gets knocked down. He gets right back up again.
The thing that's exciting for people that have him, McCaffrey practiced this week.
Yeah,
he wasn't supposed to be back for like another couple of weeks. I don't think he's going to play this week. I think he'll play next week.
Looking at projections, let me see what it says here. 1, 2. He's predicted to be the 4th best running back projection wise. Definitely has a chance to return for Sunday's game against the Eagles.
Who, McCaffrey?
Yep. He feels great. And, we'll see what happens.
I'd be stunned if they played him, but if he feels good, they're going to play him.
I don't know. You know what? That's the same thing with the Mets not sitting DeGrom, who he ended up with a bad sprain, with a torn. If
the injury's not right, it's going to be a problem.
Especially with the stud.
I agree with you.
You know?
The other thing I always like to look at, I'm sorry to digress for a second.
Jerk!
The teams that played Monday night play in the following week. So you got to watch the Chargers. And you have to watch the Raiders this week and see if anybody's fatigued, anybody's wiped out. Because the Raiders, the Chargers play Cleveland.
Right.
And, Cleveland's a good team.
Mayfield, what do you have?
Torn labrum or something like that.
Is that his excuse?
Partially torn labrum.
Playing like crap?
Well, Baker's a play-action quarterback. He's not the first pick of the draft quarterback like he was, but he's winning games, so you got to say it. But
no Odell. Nobody throws to Odell.
And the Raiders play the Bears. The Bears with Justin Fields again. Love that quarterback, and they only throw to one side of the field.
Yeah.
Love watching those guys play.
Hey, but he won.
He did win, and he won relatively handily. It wasn't really like it was close, and he didn't play that badly.
Right. This week, by the way, because I'm going back and forth between, I've got Jalen Hurts and Darnold on my quarterbacks. Yeah, superstar quarterbacks. How the hell are you 3-1?
You're playing them. Who are you going with?
Darnold.
Well, he's home. I'd play Darnold too.
Oh, well, against that defense too.
And the thing about it is, Darnold actually outrushes Hurts for touchdowns.
Right. He can get in the end zone 4 times this week.
I mean, I watched Darnold play for 3 years. I never saw him run like this.
And
he had the worst offensive line ever.
Which must kill you.
You know what? I'm actually rooting for Sam. I liked him.
I'll tell you, my son actually requested my Giant tickets for the Carolina game.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's rooting for Darnold?
He wanted to go see Darnold. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I gave. Actually, it's not. I didn't give him to him because I really wanted to. I gave him to him because I'm going to be out of town. So I kind of had no other choice.
You're such a sweetheart. There's no doubt about it.
I am. Another game that I want to watch that I think is going to be interesting that we kind of touched upon is the San Francisco-Arizona game.
Okay.
What's going to happen?
I think Lance is playing.
And he didn't play bad.
He didn't complete a lot of passes. He ran well.
But he kept them in the game. And now maybe a full week of preparation as the starter. We'll see what happens. But what's going on? What's with George Kittle? I mean, he's like turning in.
Hurt again.
Yeah.
He's banged up again.
Again. You wasted a 3rd-round pick on him.
You know who he reminds me of a little bit? But he's better than this player. But Tyler Eifert.
Okay.
Put up pretty good numbers and then we get hurt. Then he put up pretty good numbers, and then he get hurt. I mean, Kittle put up great numbers and then got hurt.
Right.
Eifert was really good.
Right.
But just, you don't know if he's ever going to be the same guy.
No.
The funny thing is that, Iowa produced Kittle, and then the next year, I believe they produced Fant, and they produced the kid out in Detroit, Hawkinson, right? So Iowa's producing these tight ends all of a sudden, right? And if you looked at it last year, you're like, well, Kittle's awesome, and Hawkinson's pretty good, and what about Fant? Now it looks like Fant might be the best of the 3.
Right.
Because he's the one that's playing the most. Hawkinson's good, but he got banged up last week. I don't know if he's playing this week.
Right. Well, he's got nobody.
Sure.
He has nobody else to throw to.
They just cover him.
Yeah.
They just put 2 guys on T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Something to look out for. Dalvin Cook missed practice again today.
They say it was precautionary and he's going to play. He says he's going to play through the pain. He doesn't. He said he's playing.
Right.
Well, let's see what the team
decides. See what the coach says.
But you have Madison. Hold on to him. Get him out there.
Absolutely.
Just look at your roster before the game starts. Make sure.
It's going to be a game time decision.
Take a half hour before the game. You'll see who's in action.
Carson is officially out for this week.
Yeah, I thought he would be.
Yeah.
And that means Alex Collins will play.
And let's see, who else is Devontae Parker, limited, but he stinks. Gronk is going to be out again.
For several weeks.
Yeah.
That's why I like Brate. I mean, O.J. Howard probably get the start, but Braid will be the guy.
Right. Hawkinson returned to limited practice.
So that means
today.
he could play then. He
So
didn't practice through yesterday, but today he's playing.
Right.
Okay, that's good.
Slayton remains sidelined, so that's good for Ross and for Tony.
Yep.
So did Shepard. See what happens. And McCaffrey said he definitely has a chance to return for Sunday's game.
It's going to be interesting to see how he feels after working out on that knee.
Right. So anyway, if you're going to bet, if you're a gambling man, I wish I had my notes from last week because I wrote down like all the games and stuff like
We
that.
both missed Tampa.
We both missed Tampa.
We
weren't even close to Tampa.
I mean, for my 5 best bets, I went 3-2.
Okay.
And I lost the Tampa game, and I thought Houston would keep the Buffalo game close. It was only 40-0.
Right.
What I had said was, if you listen to me,
What was that? That was 16.5, right?
Yeah. What I had said was that game is going to be scary for a half. And it was. It was 13-0, but it was only because Houston, another team has to go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Stop.
Right.
Kick the freaking field goal.
Put points
I don't
on the
know
board.
why these teams don't. I don't know why. You're not moving the ball against Buffalo. Stop. Get the points up. Bother them a little bit. Make them nervous. It was 13-0 at the half. Josh had already thrown a pick. And then Mills threw 4 picks,
right.
And that was the game. But it wasn't because of the defense. I never saw a team lose 40-0, and the D didn't play that bad before. But they really didn't. It was like they had a no-win that whole week.
I think I picked the Jets to cover.
I had the Jets to cover, and we both thought the Giants would be a little bit competitive.
Right.
I don't think we thought
expect them to win.
I don't think we touched it, but I think we both said that they would be closer. This week I like them actually. I think the Giants cover the 7.5.
Is that the spread? I'm just kind of looking at it right now.
These are the 5 that I would like.
Go.
I like Carolina minus 3.5 against Philly.
Okay.
I just think Carolina's better. Mm-hmm. If McCaffrey plays, it's even better.
Okay.
But I think Carolina's D is better than Philly's D. I think Carolina was embarrassed a little bit last week by how they couldn't cover, and I think Philly doesn't have the playmakers that Carolina does.
Right.
I like the Giants plus 7.5 on the road at Dallas.
That's a big number.
I think it's usually a good game.
Yeah.
And I think it's a huge number. I think the Chiefs, and everybody likes the Bills, I think the Chiefs win by a field goal at home on Sunday night.
Okay.
I think that they find a way. I think Mahomes found his rhythm a little bit last week. I think Buffalo also plays a similar style to the way Philly does. They're going to try to man up on him, and I think they're going to struggle. Josh Gordon will be an interesting guy. Another guy you could think about storing in your fantasy leagues in the future.
Like somebody I know.
The Chiefs, I did it. The Chiefs don't have a bona fide number 2. They thought they would get it out of Hardman. He's not it. DeMarcus Robinson. Pringle's probably the best one. They don't even use him. Gordon, if he can do anything, will stand out. He couldn't do it in Seattle because he's not better than Metcalf or Lockett.
Right.
But he could be the number 2 in Kansas City. I think the Chiefs will cover. I like San Francisco plus the 5.5 against Arizona. And I know everybody loves Arizona. I think Arizona played their big game last week, and they'll let down a little bit this week. But if Garoppolo was playing, I would have loved it. Now I'm lukewarm. And the 5th one, I like Minnesota laying the 8.5 against Detroit. I think Minnesota's just better.
Now, what do you have for the Cleveland-LA spread?
It's 1.5.
Okay.
For LA. Now, LA's playing off the short week. Cleveland has a pretty good defense.
Yeah, I'm going with LA on that one.
I think LA's better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they are.
They're home, numbers small.
Here's the thing to remember about them being home. That was a rated crowd last week.
Yeah, I understand that.
They have no fans in LA.
No,
and LA had and Oakland and Las Vegas, I should say, does.
Yeah, but no travel, no nothing. I'm
better
going
quarterback.
With them.
They have the better quarterback. Not the better running back.
No,
they got
Eckler's not bad.
He's really good. But Chubb is better,
right?
And
especially with the 1-2 combination
with Hunt also in there.
Yeah,
I think that LA's better. I just don't know if they're coming off a little tired after playing the Monday night. It's the only thing. But they don't travel. I grant you that.
Right. Let me see. I'm going to take a look at Jacksonville and Tennessee.
That's like a 3.5 spread.
That's 3.5. Okay. According to Chahu, it's 7.5.
Wow, it was much less earlier in the week.
Really? Okay, so maybe you need some time there.
No. But it might have changed.
Tennessee going crazy. Jacksonville, they can't even get a lap dance right.
Well, here's the thing. Jacksonville covered last week.
They did.
They played Cincinnati really tough.
It was Cincinnati. I think Tennessee played really, really well, even without their guys, without their big skill guys.
They are going to have. They may not have either one of them again.
Right, but I still think.
And Luan is hurt now, the left tackle.
7.5.
You're laying the wood.
I'm laying the wood, baby.
Okay.
I'm laying the wood there. And let me see. Let me pick another one here. Carolina 4 over Philly. I'm going to go Carolina.
I like them too.
Yeah, 4-point. They're 4-point favorites there. And let's see. I think Tampa covers the number against Miami.
And one other one I like, Baltimore against Indy. I think it's men playing boys. And I thought Harbaugh was such a douche this week. But I think that they're just better than Indianapolis.
Nice.
So I think that you can cover with them as well.
So it is week 5 in the NFL. It's going to be interesting. Porterhouse, Powers. Catch us on, of course, the podcast, Fantasy Fat Guys, which you can get on Google. You can get it on Spotify. You can get it on a whole bunch of places. It's on YouTube. I just got to figure that out.
We're working on it.
I'm such
and
a
by
moron.
we, it's you, because
Right.
you're the technical guy.
I actually gave all the information to a buddy of mine who's a big computer douche, and I was like, do it, dude. Figure it out.
Yeah, I did the same thing, and I got nowhere with it. So
Right.
we're going to try that again.
Well, but you just work, that's just because you work with the douche.
Yeah, basically.
Tight shirt, Jeffrey.
Tight shirt, Jeffrey.
And-
By the way, the story we told last week about our sign-off, updated picture this week.
Yeah. I sent that to you immediately.
And then I saw it myself.
With the caption of, "We look pretty good."
I can't believe you said it out loud. Be that as it may.
Dude, we've got 2 listeners right now. What are the chances are that one of them's them?
It was great. But you showed me that, and it was very apropos.
Very apropos.
I'm trying to be French.
We'd be remiss if we didn't thank our good boy, our good guy, Mr. Name Dropper Caliendo.
Absolutely. Never leaves an opportunity. Mentioned Todd Rundgren to me earlier today.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. Interviewing Todd Rundgren,
Oh, the Todd Rundgren?
I'm just saying.
He's the interviewer to the stars.
Basically. There's nobody better.
So I think next week, because I'm going away to a baseball tournament this weekend, so I'm going to see Uncle Eric. I'm going to have Uncle Eric come in next week, I think.
We'd love to have a little guest
show.
action.
Yeah, so that way somebody who actually might have something to air to the show.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just us right now.
Oh, yeah, two jackasses.
Hey, listen, hockey season starting up.
Yay! Dude, have you ever done fantasy hockey?
I did a couple times.
Hey, I just don't know,
Listen, we follow the local teams.
Right.
But listen, we will field any question you have. Any sport, anything you need to know. I am one of those weird guys that knows everything that could possibly be known about college basketball. Stupid as it is,
Yeah.
I could answer it. College football, if you're looking for gambling advice, I'm your guy.
What?
Golf, I know it. Because I'm fat and old and white. That's the way it works.
Best girl-on-girl pornos, I can hook you up there.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
You are the guy. It's ridiculous how good you are with that.
Absolutely. Double penetration, I'm your guy.
Absolutely. The POV shit, that's all you.
So, anyway, of course, again, you can get us on all those fabulous outlets. Facebook, Fantasy Fat Guys. You can check us out there. We appreciate it. And we did this in under an hour.
We're very proud of ourselves.
Not by much, though.
No, but 59 minutes is fantastic.
That's almost exactly what it's going to be.
And here we are.
With that in mind, it's time to say goodnight.
Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene.
That comes later.